Hello pumpkins, moi kurpitsat! This episode of True Finland Perussuomi is brought to you by Padasjoen Kierrätyskeskus, my favorite recycling center. Today we're gonna talk about basic facts on Finland, and you're only gonna need your brain and then your globe. So you can take that out now. You can switch the light on if you want to. I'm gonna turn it off, I think. Yeah, so let's start by taking the globe, and then you're just gonna go to the north of the world and locate Russia. Here we go. And then from Russia we're gonna, like, that's the big country here. From Russia we're gonna go to the west, and we're gonna hit Finland. Boom. And that's it. And then yeah, so that's Finland. We're gonna talk about that country. It's called Suomi in Finnish. It's, as I said, it's located next to Russia. There's Sweden on the west side. Then there's Norway also. Norway is not really important, but Estonia is important to Finland. So that's on the other side of the Baltic Sea, over here. And yeah, so Finland is like has a lot of coastline, and that's on the Baltic Sea, and the Baltic Sea will take you to Atlantic if you want to. Finland is a part of Europe, so that's Europe under here, under Finland, and that has shaped, or yeah, I mean that's kind of the maybe most important cultural thing, that Finland is part of Europe. It's been in the European Union since 1995, and that's shaped a lot of the politics. And then the currency is also euro since 2002. Another regional or cultural thing is that Finland is a Nordic country, which means that they're friends with Sweden and Norway and Denmark and Iceland. There's a lot of collaboration with the other Nordic country, educational, and also the cultures and the societies are very similar, and everyone also looks the same. Finland is a republic. There's a president that gets elected every 6 years. The recent, or like the current one, is Sauli Niinistö. It used to be a really cool lady called Tarja Halonen. There are 5.5 million people. If you're a nerd, I'll give you the exact number, which is 5,458,038, and that was in May 2013. The country is quite long and narrow. It's quite big also, so that's Finland. It's 300,000 square kilometers, and probably all you smart people already calculated this, and all the rest of you, that means that there's 18 people for each square kilometer on average in Finland. And since most of the people live in these hoods, like in the south, that means that if you're living up north, you don't have to see your neighbors ever. Then, yeah, on the map you can see that's polar circle. Tourists, if you want to see Nordic lights, you can do that in the winter up here in Lapland, if you're interested in that. The country is quite, as I said, it's like not really densely populated. Most of it is quite flat. There's a lot of forest, then loads of water. So there's a lot of lakes, and like Finland is sometimes quoted as the country of thousands of lakes, which is really true, because 10% of the area is fresh water, so lakes and the rivers and stuff. I'll show you a picture. So that's what most of the place looks like. Lakes and forests, and some houses, in some places. The official language is Finnish, and it's spoken by 89% of the people. There's another, like the other official language is Swedish, spoken by like 5%. And there's like the people who speak Swedish. It's kind of like a really tight-knit community. They mainly live on the west and south coast of the country, and they're like really kind of well off. And so, tip for you, if you're coming to Finland and you want to be like rich and famous, you better learn Swedish. Then the third language is Sami, which is spoken by the Sami people in Lapland. Then one other thing of the Swedish, because it's the second official language, everyone has to learn it and study it at school, which kind of doesn't make much sense to most people, and no one even knows about it. Even Swedish people never even heard of it, and that also means that all the signs and street names and like official information is always in Swedish, and you can get like healthcare and public services also in Swedish. Then Finland is very like a homogeneous country, so all the people kind of look the same. Most of them are blonde. I'm not, but most of them are. Only 4.6% of the people who are living here are born outside of Finland, which is a shame, and I hope it's gonna change soon. Biggest immigrant groups are Estonians, Russians, and Swedes. I said hopefully that situation of kind of the lack of diversity is gonna change, because most Finns are really old, so there's like after Second World War there was a huge baby boom, and like that generation is huge, and now they're all old. For example, my parents, so they're like 60 or 70 right now, and that means that there's gonna be a lot of grannies and grandpas soon, and no one who's gonna work and pay the taxes. So there kind of needs to be more fresh blood coming into the country soon, hopefully. And yeah, so the average Finnish male lives 77 years old, and if you happen to be a woman, you're gonna live 83 years old on average. Yeah, that's it. I think for me personally, the nicest things about Finland are the fact that nothing ever like happens here, like nothing bad. So if even in the countryside you can leave your house unlocked, and I mean, this is kind of sometimes something bad can happen, but like no one's gonna like rob you on the street or anything, so it's quite safe here. Everything works really well. So for example, the bus has a schedule by the minute, so if it says it's gonna come 12:36, it's gonna come at 12:36 by the minute, and if you're not at the bus stop at 12:36, you're gonna miss it. So it's very like everything works really like clockwork. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go deeper into these things in the following episodes, but that's it for the basics. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have questions, please let me know, and I'll see you later. Moi moi!